And welcome to another episode of Straight Talk. I'm one of your hosts, Michael Stock Sr., and we have
Christine Taylor,
Jeremiah Johnson,
and Bobby Deere.
special guest. As you see, Ross is not here. He'll be here hopefully next week. He had other things to do this week, so we have Bobby in, and welcome.
Thank you.
Chrissy?
Yeah.
Jeremiah, it's always a pleasure.
always.
Thank you. Same.
Yeah. I'm here to bring my opinion.
Let's not get into that.
Okay.
We'll get into it. We'll get into it after. I guess in the community, we always discuss community issues all the time on this show, and more so the what's going on more recent in the community, and there's been a push and a move in regards to security of the community, and a lot of community members are looking at how can we do that, and what's the best way of doing it, and do we need it, and there's a lot of other questions out there. But there's been a few community meetings. I believe that Jeremiah and Bobby have both been involved a lot in those meetings. We talked about some of it last week, was it?
Last show, yeah.
Last show, and since then there's been a march. There was a community meeting. We're on Wednesday, so the community meeting was last night, and both of yous were there. So I guess first thing, let's talk about obviously the meetings that were leading up to the community walk, and then we had the walk on Monday, on this past Monday. Yeah. And how did that go?
It was good. We had, I would say, about 70 to 80 people walking, and well, you had your truck with the buggy on it, and people were driving behind, and some were on rollerblades, and it was good. I think our expectations were really high. We wanted like the whole community behind us, and like I realized that just because not everybody was there, that doesn't mean they're not supporting us. And in saying that, we went around the community and we let the community know that we're here and we're strong and we're going to do something that needs to be done to help Kahnawake. It's out of control, and we need to take back our community. And we're never going to get Kahnawake back to where it was, where you put a broom in front of your door. That's never going to happen. But we need to, vandalism, it's got to come down. There's people in and out of town that have no business being here, even if it's picking cans up on the side of the road. It's our cans kind of thing, and the people coming in, we don't know who they are. I don't know if they're a pedophile or rapist or a murderer.
We have enough of our own, huh?
We have enough of our own, yeah. So, and it was good. We wanted more people, of course, but it was good. We let the community know that we're here.
What I liked about the whole movement, what I would like to call it as a movement, because it's a kind of a grassroots type of thing, and it's coming from people. It's not coming from the organizations that are already in place, but it's actually coming from community members who have this concern and are are showing their support, and that's what I like about the whole thing. I mean, like, I support you guys, but I mean, I haven't been able to get out to any of the meetings, or I didn't go to the walk. But that does, like you said, there's a lot of people out there that we have other things. Other things that we have to take care of, but it doesn't mean that we don't support the whole idea.
And I noticed with the meetings, it's such a big, diverse group of people.
Right.
We have from different longhouses, we have just different people coming together, and what's happening is there's relationships building. Like, I'm talking to different people that I would usually just maybe pass on the street, they would pass me, but now there's like this bond, so since it all started, I think I got 25 extra friends now on Facebook. They're all add as a friend, but it's a good thing, and we need to go back to that. And all these little family rifts and stuff, it's all got to get pushed away now, because we have to come together and do something.
I think the most part is to have more networking. Obviously, the social networking that is available to the community the computer, the internet, and more so Facebook. Although a lot of people aren't on their friends list, they're friends of friends. So the information seems to get out there quick.
Yeah.
So that's one component that's important as far as that's going. But I think that you're right with having more and more people at those gatherings, getting together more, having more conversations, and trying to network as much as possible, because that's what's going to work. People keep laying blame on different other people, on different organizations and stuff like that. I guess we're all to blame to some degree. So we have to look at that without singling any one entity out. It is a community issue, so we have to deal with it as a community.
That's a good point too, is that we have to deal with it as a community, and that it is a grassroots movement, and which is very helpful for the rest of the community to get involved.
Right.
You know, there's no political backing behind it. Nobody can say, well, council initiated this or a longhouse or this one. It doesn't matter where you're from or who you worked with. You know, everybody can agree that security of the community is an important issue.
And everybody has their opinions
Yeah.
as to what needs to happen. And everybody has the right to their opinions. And I think that you said that there was like maybe between 70 and 80 people at the walk. And as a person that's worked with the community and trying to get community participation, that's actually a good number. Even though like we're, opinions as to how big this community is, we know that it's around, give or take, 10,000 people. Yeah. All right, that's a lot of people to try to pull together.
Yeah, I thought 80 people showing up was a fantastic number.
Exactly.
Considering, I mean, you can't get anybody to show up for anything nowadays.
It was empowering
Very
though. It was empowering just walking around and singing. It's like you felt so good about what you were doing. Like I believe so much in this whole movement. And someone had asked me like, why are you so active? And I said, I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice. This isn't my mess, but I got to clean it up. I have a little girl that, you need to teach them these values that even though you're not doing the wrong, it's still our responsibility to take care of it. And when she's older, I want her to be able to look back and say, you know what, my mom and all these other people did this, and and it's just going to make her stronger. So I look at it as having no choice, but we have to do it.
I think it's like that for most people, because I myself am there for the same reason. I have children. I want them to grow up in a very safe community.
And over the years, a lot of things have happened, and a lot of, I guess, movements have come and gone. And there's always somebody that has to drive it somewhere. And obviously, after a while, things tend to not become less important, but people have to move on and things like that. I have to commend.
Or people have to come up from underneath to be able to take it over.
Yeah, Kirby DeLille's doing a lot of the front running on that, and congratulations to her. And it's the same thing as it's funny. It's like I think I've been involved for many years in different aspects of having community meetings and things like that, and to try to help. To motivate some of the bigger entities in the community to look at doing things, and sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. So don't get discouraged. Unfortunately, people will have the time now to do it, and it starts dwindling. But there's no real set answer. I mean, we all can come up with good ideas as to what we need to do, but it's a matter of how can we continue that with the longevity of it, and what do we need to do that? We'll talk about some of those things after we take a break, but we have to pay for our show, so we'll be back right after these messages.